Good morning, everyone. I am running a little behind today because I had to change locations. Like I told you last week, once I became an empty nester, I slowly just moved all my craft stuff into the living room, and I promised my family I would have it gone by the holidays. So by the time we had, well, by noon yesterday, the living room was all cleaned out of my craft supplies, and so I've had to find them all this morning and get set up in my craft room, which needs a complete overhaul. Anyway, good morning, Elena. Anyway, so that's the deal. So we had a very nice Thanksgiving. We stayed with the people in our bubble and had a very nice Thanksgiving, and I hope you all did too. So I can't turn you around the camera to show you my beautiful outside. I can show you, actually I can't even show you that. I can show you that I can see the sky now. That's all I get to see, and if a cat walks by. So that was why I liked it upstairs, is because I had my big beautiful windows to look out and watch what goes by. But down here in the basement, I do not have that kind of view. So I just get to, maybe I'll be more focused, who knows. Anyway, so I have a card that we're gonna make today. And it is one from my last class. So I am killing two birds with one stone. And if you ordered the Snowflake Splendor class, they will be mailed, I think, this afternoon. I will let you know for sure. And I have a few videos to make, but everything else is ready to go. So I'm going to try to get those mailed out today. So here you go. I'm going to flip you around so you can see what I'm working on. And we're going to get started. Of course, we have some business items to take care of first. So I'm going to cover you up so you don't get nauseous or sick while I'm playing with getting you in the stand. So I will see you in a minute. All right, I'm flipping and putting you in the holder. I could get some software to do that for me, but the whole flipping, switching angles, but I haven't invested in that yet. I don't have my camera set up quite right. You look like you're in, it started tipping forward. I usually have some of my punches anchoring it down, and I don't today. So let me grab a couple more punches. This is my test run with my in my craft room doing live videos. I have never done live videos from my craft room before. So let's go ahead. We can make sure that we are on. I can see the comments on Facebook. Oh, there we go. It's actually working well today, except for the fact that my camera stand wants to tip because I don't have it anchored and I have so much weight on the front. So bear with me for a minute while I get everything kind of sort of ready. I'm ready. I just I'm in a new location, so it kind of throws me off a little bit. So all right, let's go ahead and get started. So the business end, of course, I usually show you what the paper pumpkin kit is, and you have to be subscribed by December 10th for this cute little one. And for this cute little bear one, this one would ship after this date, so it may or may not be here by Christmas depending on the shipping. But anyway, this kit is a subscription kit. You can get prepaid ones. They would make an awesome Christmas gift. I've showed you them as they come in every year or every month that I get them. I don't get them every month. I kind of pick and choose which ones I want. You can go in and suspend it or skip a month anytime you want to. Anyway, it does make a great gift for anyone who is a little bit crafty. You and your grandkids want a project, you and your kids want a project, or just you want a project. It's a kit that comes with everything included. So that's the paper pumpkin kit for the month that is coming our way. And let me see here. This is the Kirby Celebrations grouping that is not available in the catalog. This part is an early bird for the new catalog, which I can give you a sneak peek of. Do you want to see the sneak peek? Let me show you my new catalog. It just came in the mail. This is all I can show you. But my first thoughts when I saw this catalog was, that is so elegant. And so, yeah. Elegant is what I thought of when I saw that. So that is the sneak peek of the new catalog. So this is going to be in the new catalog. And this is not, because this is Christmas. So they made a Christmas set to go with the new catalog set, and they're offering it to you for this month only. So there we have that one. So today we're going to work with, like I said, the Snowflake Splendor. This is what I used for my class. And like I said, I have some that I will get mailed out today. Everything's ready. I just have a couple more videos to do, but I can even do the videos after I mail them out to you. And we are going to use much of this collection today. Since these are class kits, I have most everything done. I do not have some embossing done, so we'll do some embossing. But anyway, this is where you'll find it if you fall in love with this. My apologies right up front. I would love to tell you who made this card originally. I was a part of a swap in, I've shared this with you before. I was a part of a swap during, let's see, this would have been during the summer, because that's when we got our catalog. Anyway, I was with a swap with some of my Washington demonstrator friends, and I have in my move to the craft room, I have misplaced the name of the person who originally designed this card. But I fell in love with this card, and I decided that I had to have it, and that I not had to have it, but I had to use it for one of my classes. So it is the one we're going to make today. Some of the products I used was the Snowflake ribbon and the balmy blue glimmer paper. And these are, let me get those. These are the blue adhesive backed gems. We're going to use some of those. And this is the designer series paper, the pattern paper that goes with it in that set. And then this is the winter snow embossing folder. And that's the part I don't have done, so we're going to have to do that. But we also use the stitched shapes for the blocks. And then this is the so many snowflake dies. And so this is what I used for these. My other videos for the class will be available on YouTube as soon as I get them done also. And I will be sharing the PDF in my next newsletter. So if you're interested in my newsletter, please let me know, and I will be happy to send you the link to join my newsletter. So let's go ahead and get started. Like I said, this is the card. When you get my classes in the mail, you get everything you need for a card in your envelope. So we're going to dump the envelope out, and everything we need is right here. Now we already know we need to emboss this, so before I lose half my pieces, I am going to set this aside. And one thing about it down here, it is a little quieter. And get out my machine. Anyway, I don't have as much of the highway noise. I don't know if the phone rings, if we're going to be able to hear it as much in here. But fewer distractions. Can't hear the two-way radio. So I'm getting my cutting emboss machine. Big news, demonstrators are able to order the mini machine, which is about half this size, in December, and it will be available for you in January. If you are interested in having a little bit smaller machine, It does not take all our dies, but it does take most of our dies. And it would work for other dies also. So on this machine, it tells me for embossing folders, I need the 133. I think that's what this is. So I think that's what we were using the other night at my class. I had a live class for the first time. It was wonderful to see my people. We spread out at the local senior center and we had fun just stamping together. It's the first time we'd gotten together since March. So you lay the paper inside the folder, of course, stamp it up, faces up, and you always put the spine, the fold of the embossing folder, so it feeds into the machine first. And then you put your other plate on top of that and you crank it through. And it might be a little tight to start, but it is embossing paper into snowflakes, so it needs to be a little bit tight. And there we have it. We will have embossed snowflakes on our pool party paper. So there they are. Can you see that? I'm waiting to see if what you see. It's a delay. Oh, yep, you can see that. Awesome. Okay, so Snowflake Splendor is the suite we're using, and we're going to go ahead and start assembling. Ooh, sorry for the loud snap. Oh, there we go. Clunk, clunk. All right, now let me move my paper back in because we are ready to go. So we'll set the envelope aside and get going. So first up, we are going to use a bone folder. You don't have to, you can use your fingernail, edge scissors, whatever you have available. This time I did use the thicker cardstock. Excuse me, the thicker white cardstock. I got a little bit of the hiccups this morning. And now you get to hear them. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm moving my paper all over the place. I'm not used to being down here. So we're going to put that there. I am going to use some of the Tombow glue. I don't know where my glue holder is. Hopefully next week when I come to you live, I'll be more organized in my craft room. But there we go. I'm not even halfway in camera. I'm sorry. I will get better next week. I'm going to put this down this way just so I can line it up a little better. I like the runny glue a little bit. It's not my favorite because it leaks and it's messy. But I do like the fact that I have a couple seconds to kind of get it on there straight. So, yeah. There we go. So we have our base. Now we need to arrange our squares. There's one. And then that goes there. And then that goes there. All right. I am going to use some snail. Oh, not snail. The Stamp and Seal plus. Stamp and Seal. I don't need the plus. There's Stamp and Seal and there's Stamp and Seal plus. If it doesn't catch right away, you just use your finger to scroll it up a little bit more. It's got a little bit of a learning curve, just like any of the rest of our new adhesives. And then I'm going to put this up in this corner. There we go. And then this one is going to go in toward the middle bottom. Ah! I caught it and then I pulled it away. That was my mistake. And I think I will use it this way. So, are there any Black Friday shoppers out there? Or probably not, because you'd be shopping, wouldn't you? I am not shopping on Black Friday today. My daughter is. She's out and about grabbing some odds and ends. You have to realize where I live, the closest Walmart is 2 hours away, so she went to do that today and get some odds and ends with her cousin, who is in her bubble, and her other cousin. So, next we're going to do, we will put this, and this definitely needs dimensionals. And I had my adhesive out. Oh yeah, I put it back on the camera stand so it wouldn't, so the camera stand wouldn't fall over. All right, I'm just going to use some dimensionals. Some of you took advantage of the sale the other day, which was awesome for you. And it was good for me too. I'm not going to lie. It was good for me too that some of you took advantage of that sale. And although Stampin' Up! Products are great anytime. Now this one, does this one just line up? Nope, it doesn't. Okay, so I am going to use some glue dots on this one. I almost canceled this morning. I thought, ugh, I have to go down and find the stuff in my craft room, and it's a disaster. But I said, nope, I'm not canceling. Go put together what you can. So, ta-da! Even though I was a few minutes late, I had a good reason because I had to move my whole craft station. This will probably be better. In the long run, I'll miss my people. But I can have a nice holiday without it in the middle of my living room. Yay! All right, so I'm just going to kind of offset this a little. Since it doesn't line up perfectly, I don't want to pretend like it does. And then we need the jewels. I'll put those somewhere. And we're going to use one of these. I love to use the Take Your Pick tool or any other pointy things, scissors, whatever, just to kind of get in it under the adhesive and then move it around without getting my oils on my fingers all over it. So there's one. Now it would have been a lot easier if I would have put these through with the new adhesive we have that puts the glue on the back. But honestly, I have not tried it yet. I have 2 packages, and I know once I start using it, I will love it. So maybe that'll be my goal for one of our times, is to show you how cool that is. All right, let's see here. I might just put a little Stampin' Seal on the back. Or not, yeah, Stampin' Seal on the back of this. So I don't need it big. So, Small Business Saturday is tomorrow, I guess. And as a small business, I thank you very much for supporting my small business. Even watching videos. Speaking of watching videos, don't forget to like, share, or comment to be entered into a prize drawing. I didn't get this over as far, so I'm just going to put it where I want it. Which is what you're supposed to do anyway, right? And this we'll put here. And this. Any game players out there? I, for the first time ever, won at the game of Settlers of Catan yesterday. I have been trying to win for years. I'm usually a fairly skilled player of games, but boy, that one has just kicked my butt. But to be honest with you, my daughter was having an off day yesterday, and otherwise I think I probably would have lost, because she's the one I always lose to, or usually lose to. But she wasn't thinking. She was distracted by a cute little baby. I'm going to put a little glue dot under here because it does not seem to be settling down. So the glue dot. I love sticking glue dots there. Now we have to do a little stamping. Before we do, I just wanted to share how I made these notches. I had one laid out too in my craft. When I did it the other day, I had one laid out ready to show you, but then I had to clean. So anyway, I took this punch. I cut this strip. Oh, I think it's 4 inches by 3/4. And I just tucked this strip in the end of this particular punch, and I forget the name of it right now. And then I punched it right there to get this chevron end. And it was so easy. I saw that trick done, and I was like, okay, I guess I really do need that punch after all. I had been talking myself in and out of this punch for a very long time. But then it had another use besides just that shape, and I was in. So let's get our stamps out. And this is a photopolymer set. So I have a mat ready. And I am going to stamp on it Snowflake Wishes for a Merry Christmas. And I do not have to pre-work it because we used it at my class the other night. So there we go. This set has tons of stamps in it. Look, it's got 2 sheets of stamps. So, yes. I'm going to pick it up with the black and get out my pool party ink in the old case. I don't see replacing my inks until they get bad. I did order a new cherry cobbler the other night on the sale because my cherry cobbler is a mess. It's a wreck. It's, yeah. So I did order one of those for myself. All right. Check and make sure it's inking, it's stamping well. And I do like that I can see through the photopolymer. But I know their life isn't as long as a red rubber. But anyway, I'm going to keep that out. Yeah, I'm going to keep that out. So Snowflake Wishes for a Merry Christmas is our sentiment. I am going to use dimensionals to put it on. And I need, ooh, I don't want to go too close to the end. Is that the right end? No, it's the wrong end. Oh, it's fine. Okay. I have this snowflake ribbon. It is iridescent. It is beautiful. And I'm going to fold it in half. And that's all this one is just a folded in half ribbon. And I am going to put a glue dot under there. So it will, actually I'm going to use 2 glue dots. You know me and my glue dots. I'm going to put a glue dot between where I'm folding it to keep it where I want it. And then I'll put another glue dot on it to hold it to the paper. So there you have it. I'll take this off. And I don't have my trash can set up. So there you go. I just put 2 dimensionals on the back, and then I use the glue dot to put that flag there, and it just gives it a little blip. A little jazzes up the end a little bit more. Ooh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to get this under it just a little bit. Under that one. Kind of bring it all together. With the snowflake coming over the top. All right. So there's our card. Oh, it looks like I've got more glue dots necessary. I should have just put it on with glue dots at this rate. But I must not have got very close to the edge, which sometimes it's traveled. So there we have it. So we do need to stamp the inside. So I don't know if oh, I did remember to get out my chamois. I ordered a new one of these the other day too. Just because this one is so ugly, but I'll probably keep using it. But it's nice at my classes to have more than one going. So Anyway, so we'll put this aside. And what should we put on the inside of our card? So we use Snowflake Wishes for a Merry Christmas. We could put May Your Season Sparkle, or in the coldest moments of the year, my heart is warm because you're near. Our friendship is one of, I'm going to do May Your Season Sparkle. That's so sparkly. So let's see here. May Your Season Sparkle. Oh, I know what else I forgot to do. Do you see it? I forgot to put a gem, and I'm gonna have to add another one. Put one here, and to me, I'm an odd number person, so there's 4, so I need 5. And put it right there. There. Okay, so mine's just a little different than the original, which, if you know me, should not surprise you at all. So here is May Your Season Sparkle. We're going to get a block and pick it up. Ah. And here you go. Okay, without getting my head in the camera. It's crooked. I'll fix it later. How do you fix it, you would ask? I'll just put another piece of paper in there. So the outside turned all right, but the inside's a little wonky. That's not too bad. Maybe I'll send it to a friend who knows I stamp crooked sometimes. Anyway, and of course we need to do our envelope. So as long as we have May Your Season Sparkle, we may as well put that on the flap. And this might be just a hard one to make straight. Oh, that's better than the inside of the card. And we can get a couple snowflakes from the set and stamp a few snowflakes. Let's see here. Oh, let's do this one. This one's already kind of a bunch of different ones. So I don't have any more blocks out, so I'm just gonna pick that up. And stamp. I'll wash that later. I can't see through there. There we go. And I'm going to stamp off. And then I'll ink it up again. And then stamp off. Ooh, I got kind of a multicolored one. And maybe do it one more time. I'm going to stamp off and go up here though. So there you have it. May Your Season Sparkle. They're not really traditional colors for Christmas, but they are pretty. So there you have it. There is my whole card and envelope for today. Here you go. Actually, this one's not mine. Yes, it is. So there you have it. And here's the original. There you go. So I hope you have a wonderful day. If you're hitting some Black Friday sales, I hope you get the good ones. If you are staying in, hello Bonnie. If you're staying in, well, I hope you get some great craft projects done. And here's a great idea for you. And I will promise to put in the comments who was the creator of this card. Like I said, I got it in a swap and fell in love with it and knew I had to recreate it for my classes. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you later. Next week, same time. Actually, we'll be on time next week, I hope. So anyway, bye.